Le studio de Rodata, enfin, vas-y. Pas de soucis, t'as raison.
Hey guys, Richard here, studio director at Vertigo Games.
Ah bah Vertigo.
C'est pas toi qui en parlais. Today the team will be talking about After the Fall, our biggest and most ambitious VR project yet. We've been working on this for 1.5 years and we can't wait to hear what you guys think.
After the Fall, chez Vertigo Games. Ah.
On n'a plus rien.
Petit souci, mais on revient tout de suite.
Très bien, petit souci, on revient tout de suite.
C'était Vertigo Games dont tu parlais?
Ouais, oui, attention. Non mais les gars.
After the Fall is a VR action FPS.
C'est plus court.
Attends, continue de parler, on va peut-être voir un peu de gameplay.
Dis-toi que j'étais sous embargo pour les 10 secondes qu'on vient voir. Si, je savais déjà.
On va peut-être voir du gameplay quand même.
T'en as vu plus du coup?
Non, pas du tout.
Ah, bon, il y en a moins des
Je
concepts
sais que ça sera un coop à 4.
de zombies à défoncer.
Dans une LA rétro-futuriste des années 80. Envahi par des zombies.
Donc Vertigo, c'est ce qu'il avait fait Arizona Sunshine déjà.
Tout à fait.
Donc les zombies dans le désert,
Oui.
c'était ça.
Oui.
Ils aiment les zombies.
Oui, c'est un peu leur terrain de prédilection.
Biggest bosses and the richest environments on screen, all shared with players around the world.
So once players have teamed up and selected a loadout, they go on a mission together. Missions can involve various types of objectives. Say a settlement is in desperate
Tu
need
leur ferais
of
confiance
some
pour
assistance.
un simili Left 4 Dead VR
Ils ont su prouver vraiment au lancement de la techno que c'était à peu près les seuls, quand surtout le Vive est sorti, à prouver que la techno était capable de simuler un shooter en vue subjective, sans cinétose, sans vraiment avec une immersion qui était impeccable.
C'était en solo seulement.
Et c'était en solo
Ouais.
et c'était du déplacement case par case.
Ah oui, donc là, c'est peut-être différent.
Là, je pense que l'ambition est supérieure.
Exactly what it sounds like. 60 minutes of VR games. That's not a lot of time for me to talk. You just want to see the games. Why don't we just get right to it?
16 minutes.
Allez, le jeu.
Carbone.
Do you remember Meliora? It was a land of magic and wonder. And many foes wished to claim it. There is no price I wouldn't pay to protect my home. What is but a soul in return for such power?
Je vais finir par être désagréable.
Je crois qu'on pense la même chose.
On peut avoir de gameplay dans une conf VR.
Voilà,
C'est quoi
la cinématique pour montrer de la VR?
Incroyable.
Ils ont pas compris le médium.
Ah non.
Là, ça va pas.
Ah, c'est une paye pour un autre jeu.
Je crois que
Là, c'est juste un bonus pour un jeu qui s'appelle, qui était marqué en dessous, Mid Dog Versus.
ça reste néanmoins mon low bottom de cette 3 en termes de tout.
Tant qu'il y a de la braise, c'est pas fini.
C'est vrai.
Ah bah oui.
C'est vrai.
Oh, mets-toi à l'aise, sors de ton lit quand même. Avec une date, 28 juin.
We're going to be showing you some footage from Budget Cuts for PSVR for the very first time. So enjoy.
Il aurait pu s'appeler Téléportal.
C'est très cool.
Hi, my name is James Hunt, and I'm very happy to announce the next title from Fast Travel Games and a passion project of mine called The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets. The Curious Tale is an interactive, heartwarming story where you play your childhood memories formed into tiny worlds in front of you. The game is full of animated life, playful interactions, and joyful, unique puzzles. We at Fast Travel Games are known for our action adventures in first person, but this is something very different. We're a small, passionate team working on this game alongside our bigger titles, and we hope to share something really special. And here's the very first trailer. Enjoy!
Is that you? I didn't recognize you at first. You're all grown up. Do you remember the curious worlds we created together, you and I? We have a problem to handle there, and I think you can help.
Gotos vient d'en acheter 60.
Il y a une histoire derrière ce studio.
Ah ouais?
Ouais. Ah.
Hot sauce, please. Hello. We need to put aside our differences and work together.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Eh oui, bien sûr.
Jeu VR du film du jeu.
Ouais.
T'as tout dit.
Okay, guys, let's do this.
In the party, y'all.
This is it. This is the amazing team I've been working around the clock for.
Après, voir le gameplay, c'est du chamboule tout, ça peut être rigolo, on verra.
Eh ben, on saura pas.
On ne verra pas de gameplay.
Merci beaucoup.
For the players.
Are you freaking kidding me? That was an awesome showcase of the great content VR developers are putting out there right now. Next up, let's take a trip to the TARDIS.
Signal at maximum power. Oh, you are gonna love this bit.
Doctor Who The Edge of Time is a feature-length adventure where you get to fly the TARDIS and visit new locations in the world of Doctor Who. There's a story based around a villain that has awoken. They're in control of space and time, and they've sent out a reality virus that totally disrupts the time across various worlds.
Stronger, and I'll soon be through that door, so get a move on. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
We get to visit different worlds, different times. We get to explore worlds really intimately, as well as more challenging mechanics where you might meet well-known characters such as the Weeping Angels or even a Dalek. For us, it's really important that we capture the experience of being in an episode. And that moment when the TARDIS appears is a really powerful moment. And of course, when you open the doors and you can actually see the TARDIS, it's quite amazing, a really real VR moment.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm from Resolution Games. We're in the middle of Stockholm and we're working on a multiplayer VR game called Acron. In Acron, the VR player becomes a magical tree trying to defend its acorns. The mobile players joins in
asymétrique. Donc un joueur en vert jouera l'arbre et 4 autres joueurs sur mobile joueront les petits écureuils. Ça rappelle un peu les trucs de Nintendo Land.
Well,
so essentially it's a party game. You can pick up your friends, they're playing as the squirrels, you throw them away, you pick up projectiles, a bowling ball.
Nintendo Land était plus sexy que ça.
You can even pick up some sap, throw it on the field, and when the sap lays down, the squirrels will be slow
Ah oui,
when they're running
dès que c'est
around.
asymétrique, je donne des points en plus.
It's coming later this summer to Oculus Rift and Oculus Quest, and we can't wait for you guys to try it.
Okay, let's get this straight. Budget cuts, Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets, and Acron. Is it just me, or are Swedish developers really good at making wholesome VR games? Next couple of VR games, not so wholesome.
Yeah.
C'est host.
We worked closely with AMC to bring you The Walking Dead Onslaught.
Changement
We're really excited about this title because it allowed us for the first time to bring together all the amazing technology that we built up from past shooters like Raw Data, the melee experiences from Creed Rise to Glory, and our locomotion system from Sprint Vector for the first time, bringing them together in an action-packed experience like no one's seen before. Not only did we get to work with AMC and some of their team writers, we also got to work with some of the amazing talent on the show as well. As you're going through the campaign, you'll be able to level up your characters, unlocking new perks. Not only that, each character will have unique, iconic weapons that you've seen in the show, them using time and time again, and you'll be able to experience what it's like to play as those characters fighting off the walkers. With The Walking Dead, it's not just about the world itself and the walkers, but really how you interact with them, and we wanted to take that to the next level in VR. So building upon our past Fanimated technology with Creed, we wanted to take melee combat to the next level. So we created what we're calling progressive dismemberment. This new system, players not only can decapitate, scalp, carve, impale, and do all sorts of disgusting, horrible things to the walkers as they try to survive through this horrifying experience. It will be available at local arcades across the globe, but also at retail for the Oculus Rift and the Vive systems.
On vit tous les zombies de ce trailer qui sont morts et qui ont pu avoir ça. Non, c'est vraiment moche de la part du gars d'avoir fait la blague genre lol un jeu nul et c'est vraiment un truc un peu pourri derrière quoi, c'est pas cool.
Oui.
En revanche ça qu'est-ce que c'est ?
C'est l'heure, hein.
Très très bien.
D'où Jésus.
Ah, Early Access, août. Cool.
Ouais, 29 août.
Well done sneaking in, Agent. You've made your way into Dr. Zor's boardroom. Don't get too comfortable. You're only here to gather intel. As long as you don't touch anything, you shouldn't have any trouble. We expect nothing less than your usual professionalism. Good luck.
La suite, comme tu le disais, de I Expect You Today, qui était déjà assez cool, je crois,
Ouais,
c'était un chouette
yeah,
puzzle game
super.
espionnage.
Très bon.
I hope so, because the next couple are for you. Let's hand it over to one of the coolest dudes in video games.
Je me demandais à un moment quel était le
What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller from Kinda Funny, and I'm so happy that
On va voir
Upload
ce soir.
VR is doing their own showcase. Of course, we're doing our own showcase too, E3, all indie games. It's happening tonight. You can check it out later. Enough about that! Instead, let's talk about PlayStation VR. That's right, the only real form of VR there is. I'm just kidding. I love Oculus Quest. I just have this thing where I, joke around about not liking PC games. I digress. PlayStation VR. I'm here to talk to you about Mini Mech Mayhem. It is a game from Future Lab. You might remember them. How could you forget?
Conf surtout. J'ai épuisé là.
You remember the PlayStation Vita, right? No, you don't. It was a handheld. It had 2 sticks. It was great. Nobody supported it enough, except people like Future Lab. That's why we need to support them with Mini Mech Mayhem.
Oh, Future Lab, donc les devs de Velocity et Velocity 2X, donc des gars sûrs, qui partent sur Mini Mech Mayhem.
Mini Mech Mayhem is a tabletop action strategy game for up to 4 players online. The game is played out in 2 stages. The first stage is planning, where everyone programs their actions for their little mech, and they use the PlayStation Move controllers to pick the moves for them. And then the second phase is where all those moves that have been programmed play out, and you don't necessarily know which order they're going to play out in. During the programming phase, you're trying to get your mech
Frozen
onto
Synapse
the
et de
victory
tactical
square.
avec des mechas.
Push another mech into a hazard. You have to try and guess what your opponent is going to do. So if it does go horribly wrong, it's not the end of the world because you have intercept cards that you can play, such as calling in an airstrike or just nudging someone off by 1 square.
We've got this thing in the game called an avatar, which is what you play as. My favourite thing is to go into the shop and then customise my avatar. You can also customise your mech as well, your little buddy, and you can put different parts on them and change the colours.
One of my unbiased favourite parts of the game is the AI. There are about 60 AI characters in game. Each of the AI characters will have its own difficulty assigned to it, so they fall into 4 categories: easy, medium, hard and tutorial. So you might start to recognise some of these AI. If you're playing against hard all the time, you'll come up against Jack the Brave.
What am I called in the game?
You're Frosty Matt.
Oh, goodness. I should have been Lemon Matt, really.
Or you can swap with a Sour Claire if you want.
I'll be Sour Claire.
At the heart of Mini Mech Mayhem, there's a real strong funny bone, which is new for us as a studio. We've made fun games before, we've not made funny games.
Mini Mech Mayhem is coming out on the 18th of June, and you can pre-order now on the PlayStation Store.
18 juin, ça. Et donc Future Lab qui dit on fait des jeux de drôles, mais enfin on a déjà fait des jeux amusants mais jamais rigolos. Donc ils vont un peu découvrir.
Hello, I am Sir Anvil Capheus, soldier of fortune. I am looking for food and shelter. Is there a brothel in this town? Where the fuck is everybody? By all the...
Ouais, mais tout le truc sur les différentes manières de choper les armes et tout peut être cool.
Including the highly anticipated Sorrento, but we're not stopping there. As you saw earlier, the Angry Birds Movie 2 VR is coming exclusively to PlayStation VR. We're so honored to reveal today that Perp are plucking it out of the digital world and are sending it soaring onto store shelves everywhere. We can't wait for you to try this zany underwater adventure when it launches later this year. Drunken Bar Fight will get a special edition with added DLC, introducing a few new levels and features like character selection, customization, unlockables, and 4-player multiplayer. So roll up your sleeves.
C'est vraiment le nom du jeu, c'est des génies. Gotti Day One.
Retail in 2019.
Je vais économiser tellement frais d'hosto.
Always listening to the needs of the VR community, and that's why we are so happy to announce a physical edition of Pixel Ripped 1989, the multi-dimensional homage to retro gaming, is coming exclusively to the Perp store. We'll be opening pre-orders very soon. And later this year, we'll continue to work with Arvor to publish their highly anticipated follow-up, Pixel Ripped 1995. This one will go to wider physical markets in all territories.
Right, that's it.
J'arrête de regarder l'écran, je regarde ta tête à toi, c'est un spectacle. C'est un poème. Vraiment, continuez les gars, parce que moi je veux continuer à voir ça.
Je suis tellement affligé.
Highwire Games' breathtaking PSVR exclusive adventure enables you to achieve the impossible as you gradually explore and unravel the secrets of an ancient city. It's one you've been waiting for, and today we are thrilled to reveal that Golem will get a physical release through Perp Games at launch. Thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey guys, I'm Arjen, programmer at Vertigo Games, and I'm excited to reveal something we've been working on that has been requested a lot. Can't wait what you guys think.
Ah, sur Quest. Oh, très bien.
This will be the Arizona Sunshine experience you've come to love with the freedom of the Oculus Quest coming this year.
Dance Central is the hottest club in virtual reality, where the music never stops and the doors never close. With a 32-song soundtrack ranging from the 70s to today's biggest hits, you can go in, dance with your favorite Dance Central characters to custom choreography, all designed for VR. In addition to practice mode, customizing your avatar, competitive and cooperative online multiplayer, we have some exciting new features coming to Dance Central. Playing Dance Central can be a workout. It's definitely a great game for fitness, so we created the Fitness app. And the Fitness app allows you to track your calories burned in real time as well as your stats over time. A huge part of the experience in Dance Central is dancing with the characters. Currently, your friends can challenge you to beat their scores, but now the characters are going to challenge you. Dancing with the characters allows you to earn respect and eventually unlock assets in the wardrobe so you can fly anywhere in the game. And finally, we're releasing 6 songs as DLC.
Le but c'était de prendre en compte ton corps entier, et là on régresse à Just Dance où c'est juste les bras. Et ça c'est quand même dommage. C'est
vraiment penser avec un casque sur la tête.
Si t'es sur Quest, c'est des casques de plus en plus légers.
Normalement, te permettent d'éviter toute la lourdeur des anciens casques.
Oculus Quest et les plateformes Rift. Mais Ready at Dawn.
I'm really excited to be here to announce something that we've been waiting to share actually with the rest of the VR community out there. And that is that we're bringing Echo Arena to Quest. And for us, that was actually a huge endeavor that we started when Quest was first announced internally. So I'm really excited to tell you that soon you'll be able to play Echo Arena in all its glory on the Quest.
Hello, Captain Rods. I'm glad to see you're still safe. You too, Echo One.
I'm also really excited to be here, not only to announce Echo Arena for Quest, but I'm here to introduce Lone Echo 2. In Lone Echo 2, actually, we're joining back in the story of Jack and Liv, and you'll be able to kind of reprise your role as Jack in this story that took our characters in the 22nd century from the space station around the rings of Saturn forward 400 years into the future, stranded on this spaceship. But then we open the world by introducing more characters that are going to contribute to your narrative, to the way you're going to play the game, and find out why not only is the gameplay mechanic important, but why is the relationship we build with the two characters important. Lone Echo 2 really reinforces this idea that you and Liv are like family, and that you and her basically will go through anything against all odds.
They can't know you're online. I promise. I'll explain everything when I get back. I'm going to need your help.
C'était un des meilleurs jeux qui exploitait la gravité zéro, le premier l'Oneko. Et ça a l'air tout aussi immersif.
C'est un...
Du premier l'Oneko.
Le 2 il était au milieu en fait.
Voilà.
C'est ça que je comprenais pas.
Sinon c'est leur jeu e-sport qui est adapté sur Quest.
Boneworks. Ok.
Monkey bunk.
Battle Lake is our high seas pirate adventure. And the real focus here from Servios is we're just huge fans of high action combat and pirate in the high seas, and we just wanted to bring those all together in an action-packed experience people haven't been able to do. Like all games at Servios, we really focus first and foremost on how can we innovate, how can we push the medium forward. So previously we had made Sprint Vector, and in that product we worked on fluid locomotion. So building upon the fluid locomotion system from the past, the team said, let's take this to vehicles. And the first thing the team asked ourselves is, if we're going to put fluid locomotion on a vehicle, what vehicle should we put players in? And everyone said almost simultaneously, pirates, right? Battleships on the high seas. You're constantly surrounded by dozens of pirate ships. We have a variety of weapons, from broadsides to Gatling guns, machine guns, axe throwers, ballistas, all sorts of things. And when you're playing the experience, not only does each pirate lord have a series of weapons and different levels they can progress through the system, they also have their unique powers and abilities. In addition to our campaign mode, we also have warfare mode, where you can have up to 4 players co-op on the same team, going from one scenario to another in a series of missions that give players random objectives and dynamic enemy types that progressively get harder and harder and harder the further the players get. So one of the really exciting things we're doing about Battle Lake is we're actually going to have a closed beta. So please go to battlelake.com where you can sign up to participate in that, and players will be able to play this new and exciting warfare mode before this gets released to the public.
Ça a l'air horriblement illisible, mais bon, on n'est pas aidé par la vision classique.
Surtout,
la nausée, quoi.
Ouais.
Si aussi vous en VR. Pour moi, c'est un parti pris.
Très curieux.
De quoi, le Gerbotron là?
Mais toi,
je vais redescendre faire des news, tous t'es pas content.
Déjà que tu vomis.
I've been betrayed and dishonored. All for the sake of evil men and their ambitions.
The castle guards serve only to collect.
What more do I have to lose?
Ouais, c'est compliqué, hein.
Comment on vend la VR?
Pas avec ça.
Tu sais quoi, c'est mon axe d'après. C'est mon axe d'analyse du truc, de toute façon, c'est exactement ça. T'as mis le doigt dessus.
exactement la même problématique que pour le secteur de l'automobile, par exemple.
We're working on Space Team Virtuality, which is
Space
a
Team VR, en tout cas, ça va être le jeu de l'année.
where you have to stop your ship from reaching its impending doom. The only way you can do that is by yelling at your friends.
We've licensed the original Space Team iOS and Android
Ah bah oui.
for over 8 million
Ah bah oui,
users.
d'accord.
And we've brought that great couch co-op play, brought it into VR.
It's for between 2 and 6 players. You can play locally or you can play online.
Just like the original game.
Ce qui a donné le Star Trek VR, bah on va effectivement peut-être un peu parler par-dessus pour le coup, c'est pas un trailer. En gros, Space Team, c'est un jeu mobile jouable de 1 à 8, enfin de 2 à 8, où tu as un tableau de bord sur ton écran. Tout le monde a des ordres pour le vaisseau qui est poursuivi par genre une énorme boule de feu, sauf que les ordres que t'as ils sont jamais sur ton tableau, donc les gens doivent commencer à hurler entre eux pour dire mais moi il me faut le diffuseur à 8, moi le rayon à proton à 4 et machin. C'est absolument extraordinaire, c'est gratuit en mobile, donc essayez-le là si vous êtes en bande de potes, et là en VR ça peut être extraordinaire.
Il y a une vraie plus-value.
En ligne avec chacun son casque.
Local.
Alors le vrai c'est local, là peut-être que ça sera en ligne. Mais le Space Team mobile, c'est local. C'est toute la beauté du truc, justement.
Oui, en mobile,
ouais.
bien sûr.
Ouais, non, tu vois, c'est en local.
Il faut
donc ça demande d'avoir 4 ou 5 casques.
C'est peut-être que là, ils font leur test aussi chez eux. Mais... Non, mais ça se trouve, c'est aussi jouable en ligne. Tu vois.
Ouais, j'espère.
Ah, Space Team VR. Ça avait été annoncé ou pas?
Jouable en ligne, je crois.
Ouais.
Audica is a VR rhythm shooter available now in early access. Armed with dual blasters, players shoot and smash to the beat of a killer soundtrack with 22 songs and counting. We've already released 10 updates in early access, and later this month we'll have our biggest update yet. It will include more new songs, a new environment, weapon set, and new leaderboard
Big Blaster, ouais, très bien joué.
easier to challenge and compete with their friends, even cross-platform.
We recently updated the game to allow for custom blasters and avatars, and we also shared tools to allow you to create alternate target maps for any of the songs in our game soundtrack. Today, we're releasing an in-game editor that allows you to shoot along to any song on the soundtrack any way you like, which is immediately a playable map which can be shared or exported to Reaper for tweaking.
We are extremely grateful to our Audica creators and wanted to find a special way to showcase and reward that creativity. So we're excited to invite all of you to create your own playable maps, submit them through our Discord channel by July 10th for a chance to win prizes. We look forward to playing what you make.
You can pick up Audica now on Steam, Oculus Store, or Viveport, and we'll see you on the leaderboards.
Et donc c'est Harmonix derrière, ce qui est quand même des gens qui ont une certaine expertise en jeux musicaux.
Asgard's Wrath is an action-adventure RPG game set in a Norse mythology backdrop. You're exploring a number of realms throughout the entire game. You're going to meet some of the famous Asgardians from across the world of Wrath. Loki's going to be sending you off to different realms to meet mortal heroes that you're going to aid and help to complete their saga.
Cowards! I will not be swept away so easily!
Gameplay is very action-oriented. As a god, you're going to be converting animals to assist the human characters. The shark's pretty hungry, so you could tell him to eat corpses. As he's eating the corpses, sometimes he'll be pulling a lever that's lifting up a platform, or he could be opening a door. I think people have never seen combat like what they're going to see in Asgard's Wrath. It's so visceral to have the sword and the shield in your hand and feel the impact and really feel like you're there competing with somebody. But probably one of my favorite elements is when you first, as a god, convert an animal and you put it down, to actually initiate and make that animal be your follower and do your bidding, you've got to walk over and give him a high five or a fist bump to get him to follow you.
My blades are at your command.
Asgard's Wrath will be out fall 2019, and it'll be out on the Oculus Rift. And make sure to play it on the Oculus Rift S because it looks absolutely fantastic on that.
My name is Victoria.
Le fils de paix des requins, lui aussi.
I was knighted for fending off a raid by hordes from Black Fist. Shortly after, I joined the Vulpine Order to help maintain peace in the city. In the 6th year of King James, I saved a group of noble women from an unruly mob at Rose Square. And in the following year, I defeated a company of bandits gathering near our border. I accompanied my lord as his steadfast guard through the Shadow Hills the Azure Marshlands, and the Ashen Plains. No one dared doubt my loyalty. Until, that is, Lord Conrad was injured in battle during the Cobalt Rebellion. Baroness Eva was behind everything. Shh. Someone's coming. Be quiet. We don't have much time. Where were we? Oh, right. The injury. While the Lord was recovering, Baroness Eva took control of the military. Baroness Eva began installing her close allies in positions of power. I couldn't stand it any longer. So we planned to retake the castle. But then, she uncovered our plot. Last night, just as I was supposed to meet Lord Conrad, I sneaked into his room. A familiar smell hit me as soon as I opened the door. The wretched smell of blood, just like being back on the battlefield. I checked on Lord Conrad immediately, but he was already lying there dead, drenched in blood. It was obvious that his last breaths were spent in agony. I couldn't find any wounds, and the color of his blood was strange, as if he were poisoned. Suddenly, I realized I had stumbled into a trap. Baroness Eva had been behind everything from the very beginning. I fought, but there were too many of them. I somehow managed to escape. And now... But I must go on. This is treason, plain and simple. And I'm out to expose the traitor's plot. Let's make a deal, Dave. If you help me clear my name, I will bring no charges against you. I give you my word.
Logan.
Huh?
Logan. That's my name.
On est entre Déraciné et un jeu d'infiltration. Je suis assez curieux.
Garden of the Sea is a VR game about truly belonging somewhere, about creating a home with your own hands, and about exploring and connecting with the world around you.
You start out on a small island and you have a little cottage, and your objective is to grow your own garden and explore the nearby islands and befriend some interesting creatures and basically just make this world your home.
We had this internal pitch day right after we released Budget Cuts, and Christopher, the art director on this game, and I both came into the pitch day and basically pitched the exact same game. So we looked at each other and we're like, we kind of have to build this now, don't we? We've got a plant growing system and a crafting system. We want to do some crossbreeding in the future, both for the animals and for the plants, so that, you know, what you're feeding them affects how they behave or what they look like in the future. We have some quests. We have a boat. We want to put in fishing soon.
Another thing that I really like is the creatures, because they are really fun to interact with.
Yeah, they're so cute, aren't they?
Yeah. And I hope we're gonna add more of them for the full game.
I have to say I have like a soft spot for the crafting system. That one I think has a lot of potential to become really cool. So we figured, like, why not release it now, today, in way too early access. We have so many ideas about what we want to build, but we want to know what you want the game to have. And we need your input on that to figure out how to make this game the best it possibly can be.
We're releasing Garden of the Sea on Steam, and we will support all the major VR headsets via Steam VR.
On peut pas revoir la vache en gros plan, elle avait vraiment l'air très mignonne.
I don't know.
That's how that works.
These cool backwards.
We're not good at high fives, so we're going to work on our high fives.
Hi, I'm Paul Vandermeer, lead designer at Vertigo Games, and today we're proud to reveal the first gameplay footage of the Dam DLC, the largest Arizona Sunshine mission yet. It's coming your way August 27th. Please enjoy.
Ah ouais, c'est un jeu qui cartonne.
You knew what you were getting into. Get inside the dam, reset the control systems, and prove yourself useful.
que ça faisait longtemps.
Ça me fait que le troisième jeu de zombie qu'on voit en 3 quarts d'heure.
Troisième, je te trouve généreuse. Enfin, peut-être pas assez généreuse, justement.
Hi, I'm Erin, head of content at Hammerhead, an immersive entertainment studio based in the UK. We're excited to announce that we're working on the continuation of Abe, the award-winning 2013 cult film by Rob McClellan. Abe is a tense psychological horror about a robot who's looking for love in all the wrong places. We are creating a multi-format story world, leading with a pioneering location-based VR experience that will be brought to life through state-of-the-art volumetric capture. We're also bringing you a short film and a game release that can be played with or without VR. We're proud to present the first teaser. Take a look.
Let us begin.
Je connais pas bien mes animaux de la ferme. Ok, au début c'était juste un produit dérivé, mais...
I will get it right. Maybe this time, I will fix you.
C'est de la douce, et encore moins sympa.
Abe looks amazing, but what are you going to do to that pig? Anyway, thanks Hammerhead for that one. In fact, we're nearing the home stretch now, so it's time to start throwing some more megatons your way. Here's the latest look at Aspire 1.
Oh.
Welcome, Agent.
Aspire 1 is a made-for-VR stealth action first-person shooter that targets every VR platform. The original inspiration for Aspire actually came from Upload VR's Presence podcast that they ran in 2016. One of their listener questions was, why aren't there any realistic stealth games in VR? Games like Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell. And for 2 years, we've been trying to reimagine these classic stealth mechanics in VR.
Yeah, Aspire's been built for VR PC headsets, including the Oculus Rift S, Valve Index, the HTC Vive, and Windows Mixed Reality. It's also coming to PSVR and the Oculus Quest, where gameplay will remain one-to-one.
A huge problem with VR is simulator sickness, or VR sickness. And right from day one, we've always wanted all players to play Aspire with the full freedom of movement and the precise control that they expect from console shooters. So early in development, we invented the Aspire Control Theater. It is our locomotion system with its comfort features, and the Aspire Control Theater allows for full freedom of movement, maintains immersion in the game world, and minimises VR sickness.
We've also got electromagnets in the Aspire robot's hands, so you can climb metal surfaces throughout the game and distance grip certain objects, which gives you a variety of stealth options when you're playing the game. You can actually sneak up behind guards if you're undetected and physically say freeze, and they'll be held up. Players experience long-form, story-driven campaign missions, so they take 30 to 80 minutes to complete. Progress can be saved mid-mission, which is perfect for playing on the go.
There are also a number of virtual challenges that test your skills on global leaderboards.
Tripwire have just been fantastic over the journey. They've been so much more than just a publisher. They've provided us dev support and a variety of other resources throughout the journey.
The Aspire team is extremely excited to get the game into your virtual hands. You'll be able to play Aspire this coming August, where it will be available on all platforms. To find out more about the game and to stay up to date on the latest developments, be sure to visit us on our social media platforms.
Holy f***, that looked amazing! If you like that, check out this cool
Hey everybody, Shabs, game director here at First Contact Entertainment. I'm excited to be here on behalf of our team to give you guys a world exclusive to the new title we're working on. It's a fast-paced multiplayer shooter in VR.
Aïe. Ah, ok, Firewall, je crois que c'était très honorable en multi, justement. super.
C'était court.
So we knew early on that we wanted to make Budget Cuts 2 a game of larger scope and variety. So that's when we asked Fast Travel Games to collaborate with us.
Yeah, I mean, we used to share an office back then, so we played each other's games before they were finished. There was lots of discussions and great ideas being thrown around. So when Neat approached us to co-develop this game,
qu'on a vu tout à l'heure, qui était l'espèce de Gardens Between très mignon là, en fait bossent dans les mêmes studios et donc bossent ensemble, mettent leurs savoirs en commun sur Budget Cuts 2.
Et donc Fast Travel Games, c'est un studio qui s'est fait connaître avec un jeu qui s'appelait Apex Construct. Et alors pour l'anecdote, le jeu avait pas très bien marché parce que c'était un peu ce style de jeu là où tu tirais avec une arbalète, il n'y avait pas le côté Portal, et ça lui aurait fait du bien. Et en fait le jeu a eu un pic de vente suite à Apex parce que tous les joueurs de Steam se sont trompés et ont été acheter le jeu par erreur. Et je pense qu'ils ont eu une levée de cash grâce à ça qui leur permet aujourd'hui de faire des...
C'est importante quand même, non?
Non, je pense pas, il y a eu beaucoup de remboursements, mais l'anecdote est assez mignonne quoi. Ils avaient choisi le bon titre avant sans le savoir.
Oui, c'est ça le plus beau.
Clairement. Mais ce gameplay à l'arbalète existait déjà.
So it's not just like choosing between stealth or action, it's more fine-grained, like how you choose to approach a stealth scenario or what tools you use to accomplish your goals. The original Budget Cuts was about escaping the Transcorp
offices. Il y a plein de studios qui annoncent collaborer entre eux, Vertigo et tout ça.
T'as plus le côté garage game indé,
exactement.
Parce que les plus petites équipes aussi.
Oui.
Budget Cuts, je me dis qu'un petit jazz punk en vert, ça serait bien.
So you don't have to have enjoyed Budget Cuts 1 to play this. But I think you really should, because it's an awesome game.
Stay tuned, because Budget Cuts 2 Mission Insolvency will be released on all high-end VR headsets this year.
What?
Bien les indés, ils ont le droit de faire les blagues cringe parce qu'ils sont mignons.
Okay, hold on to your butts. It's the big finale. Let's hand it over to Cloudhead Games.
Robinson 2.
Ah ouais. Peu de temps de respiration.
Allez, dites le John Wick VR là, c'est le moment.
J'ai trouvé que ça ressemblait à Super Hot, ouais.
So Pistol Whip is this kind of glorious hodgepodge of genres. We've been describing it as like a music rhythm FPS game, but it also has the inklings of like a runner game and
poussé plein de gens à faire des jeux à la Super Hot. Le nombre de shooters qu'on s'est tapé là depuis.
Ça a l'air d'être l'anti-Super Hot. Il vient de parler de trucs presque rythmiques en fait.
To me, the gameplay of Pistol Whip is all about speed. You're not taking your time and aiming down the sights to make sure you get a headshot on a dude. You don't have time for that. You gotta move quickly through the scene, taking out as many guys as you can, dodging bullets all at the same time. I love this idea that you are kind of just focus on the thing that you're good at. And in this case, it's either being reactive and accurate to hitting enemies, or you're thinking about the beat and the musicality of it.
It's like taking chocolate and peanut butter in VR with your kind of flow state rhythm of Beat Saber and you've got your frenetic action of Superhot, and you put them together and you end up feeling like John Wick.
Tu parlais de l'action frénétique de Superhot, qui est un jeu qui se passe littéralement au ralenti.
Action hero badass.
We ended up listening to a whole bunch of different tracks, obviously, and as the team kind of focused in on what we
Quand t'es noyé dans 30 jeux, c'est un peu le seul moyen de te faire entendre, quoi.
It became clear that one label in
Tellement le côté John Wick sans mettre le nom à côté, quoi.
Records is who we ended up partnering with.
Straight from the grave.
They just seem to have this library of really dramatic and kick-ass epic action songs, but they're also just super fun. So it really kind of hit the sweet spot for us and what we were looking for.
A round of Pistol Whip feels kind of like watching a high-octane action movie trailer. You know, if you liked John Wick, Hardcore Henry, Equilibrium, you're probably
Hardcore Henry, la vache.
For me, part of the inspiration for Pistol Whip was figuring out a way to kind of plant the user in the center of an action scene. A lot of rhythm games do deal with just your static and you're in a void and things sort of fly past you.
Oui, c'est sûr, presque plus en tant que jeu de rythme.
Player actually through a space so that we could tap into action movie tropes. This is not exactly the club from John Wick, but it's tapping into that same vibe.
Even by happenstance, without even trying, the player's going to be kind of musically flowing through the game just based on where the enemies are popping up.
The stuff that you see in your typical rhythm game where you have a specific set of targets to hit at a specific timing, that doesn't exist here. You're presented opportunities in a rhythmic manner that's driven by the music that's at the heart of everything, and you choose how to capitalize on those.
At the start, you're trying to compete against yourself. You're trying to best your last score. You're trying to be more tactical and more surgical with how you're taking out enemies. You start in a panic state. I like the kind of steps and stages you experience as you kind of go through different songs and you learn how to be a great Pistol Whip player. I think our studio shines in terms of game feel. Whether it's a deeply complex narrative experience or something like we did for Valve with the Hand Labs experience or Pistol Whip, we pride ourselves on knowing what feels good, and I think Pistol Whip feels amazing, and people will get it when they play it.
Vous l'auriez moins intéressé. Le père se réveille.
Okay, that's a wrap. We are done, finished, finito, out of here. Thank you so much for watching the first ever Upload E3 VR showcase. Thank you to every developer that took part today. You guys make the VR industry what it is. Let's close out with another look at some of the games we covered today.
Ça va être le petit montage récap.
Incapable de les restituer.
Beaucoup d'épées et de boucliers dans le monde de la VR.
Oublie pas les flingues.
Oui, aussi.
Ouais. Et des robots.
Ça
et des zombies.
Ouais.
Et des zombies.
En fait, ils sont en train de vivre le jeu vidéo des années 2000.
C'est ça, ouais.
Toutes les mêmes obsessions dedans.
Pas sur une créativité hyper intense. Ah, il y avait des pingouins aussi.
T'es obligé d'avoir une créativité dans ton gameplay, peut-être que du coup t'es un peu plus.
En fait, oui.
Tu passes moins de temps sur le reste, quoi. Mais...
La VR, c'est souvent réinvestir des situations qu'on croit connaître par cœur, mais avec une nouvelle manière de les incarner.
Et celui-ci, là, chez Load Aspire One, je suis très curieux.
Si on est capable de faire ce qu'il nous montre, oui.
Ça peut être très très cool.
Ça a l'air très bien.
C'est un peu toujours la question d'ailleurs, si on est capable, si ça ressemble à ce qu'on nous montre. Ça aussi, de Curious Case of Stolen Pets, ça avait l'air très mignon.
Oui.
Avec ces faux airs de Gardens Between, là, justement. Mais il y avait 2-3 trucs intrigants, en tout cas.
Ouais, non, mais quoi qu'il arrive, bien sûr, j'ai trouvé aussi, après, je pense qu'on essaiera de débriefer ça après le PC Gaming Show, mais quoi qu'il arrive, j'en voudrais pas aux gens de ne pas se sentir attirés par ce genre de conférence, parce que la VR, c'est très dur à
vendre.
À vendre. Tant que t'as pas eu un casque sur la tête,
tant que t'as pas essayé toi,
tu peux pas te rendre compte en fait de l'expérience que c'est.
Mais en revanche, c'est quand même une conf super variée sur les genres de jeux, sur les ambiances de chaque jeu. Il y a de l'horreur, il y a du choupi, il y a de l'enquête, il y a du narratif pur, et je trouve ça plutôt très cool. Il y a du jeu musical, il y a des trucs super chouettes, quoi.
Et il y a surtout des acteurs qui s'attachent à rendre cette technologie pas morte-née en fait.
Oui, ça lâche pas l'affaire,
ouais.
ce côté un peu bougly-boulga, bordel, machin et tout ça, est certes un peu gênant parfois, mais moi ce qui me... justement, la différence de Microsoft, c'est que là on entend les auteurs parler, on voit les mecs travailler dans leur studio, enfin c'est souvent des petites équipes, on a l'impression qu'ils sont dans leur appart et tout. Il y a ce côté un peu amateur du jeu vidéo, tu vois, peut-être des équipes qui se lancent ou des talents confirmés et tout ça. Alors il y a ce côté un peu lourd, indigeste, mais précieux de se rappeler aussi que c'est des mecs qui bossent. J'essaie d'attendrir ton cœur sec.
Non, mais enfin, le truc c'est que déjà, moi la VR, j'y suis morphologiquement hermétique, voilà, malheureusement. Mais donc je vais m'attarder plus peut-être sur la forme, etc. En effet, je trouve que c'était un show qui était trop long déjà, avec des morceaux mal équilibrés. Mais après, pour revenir sur ce que vous disiez tout à l'heure, sur la justification de voilà, c'est difficile à vendre, etc. Ça, je suis d'accord, on en parlait au début. Ça pose la question, en tout cas, de comment on vend une expérience qui ne se vit qu'à travers un outil qui est le casque. Ceci étant dit, je pense pas, en tout cas, je tolère pas, moi personnellement, que l'outil lui-même soit une caution pour un manque d'originalité, un manque d'inventivité artistique, un manque de... pardon, non mais attends, on a vu 50 trailers de zombies, 50 trailers de chevaliers qui prennent des torches et des épées.
Et quelques trucs colorés et originaux. Comme chez Microsoft, t'as eu 50 trailers de voitures, 50 trailers de boom et un peu de...
On est dans ce truc-là depuis, 5 ans maintenant, et on sert toujours les mêmes machins, quoi.